Howdy guys, lovely to see you all again. I recently learnt this with a student. I thought, should I do a lesson on this because I've already done the original? Yes, I should. We're going to be looking at the delightful solo from the Killswitch Engage cover of Holy Diver. Let's take a look. Alright guys, before we get too excited, we just need to talk about the tuning, which is drop C, very standard for Killswitch Engage. We're going to go C, G, C, F, A, D. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. I'm going to start off with a bend on 12 of the second and the third string as a double stop. I'm going to pull that off to 10 and then I'm just going to play the 12 double stop to 10 again as a pull off, just as regular notes without the bend. So we're going to end up with something like this. At the end of that, I'm going to play 12 of the fourth and then give it a sexy vibrato on 10 of the third string. Now I know we're in drop C tuning, but this is essentially going to be around what would be in standard tuning, the D minor pentatonic. That kind of gives you an idea of what we're dancing around. Then we work into this phrase. So what I've got here is a cheeky little sweep. I'm starting from 12 of the fourth string, playing 10 of the third, second, and the first string. That's going to sound like this. At the end of that, I'm going to play 12 to 13 on the first string. At the end of that, I'm going to add in this little legato lick, which is rolling. What I'm doing here is I'm playing 12, 13, 12, 10, all in one pick. I then jump to 13 of the second string, back down to 10 of the first, and then I want to play 13 of the second string again, but as a bend vibrato. So we've got, let's do that one more time, a little bit slower. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I work into this fun little triplet run. It's all on one string. Really fun. So I'm going to start off on 8 of the first string. I'm going to play 8, 10, 12, 10, 12, 13, 12, 13, 15, then 13, 15, 17. There's one more. I'm playing 15, 17, 18 there. So thus far, this is what we should have. At the end of that, what I'm doing here, playing 18 of the first as a bend, bring it back down, and then I jump to 15 of the second string, and then resolve it on 17 of the first. So this is what we should have from the that whole triplet run all together. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I have another little cheeky sweep. This would be in standard tuning a D minor sweep starting from the fourth string. So let's slow that down. I'm playing 15 of the fourth, 14 of the third, and 15 of the second. Okay, from that point, I've got a bit of a delay here before I go for the hammer on, but I'm playing 13, 17, and then back to 13 on the first string with sort of a delayed hammer into a pull-off. At that point, I'm working down the arpeggio by playing 15 of the second and 14 of the third. So all together, you'll notice I'm adding in that little pause there just for sass. And I've got a reverse slide here. You can just jump back, but I think that kind of slide entry does have a bit of vibe to it. I'm doing a hammer on from 9 to 10, back to 9 again into a pull-off on the third string. And then we're going to end this section by playing 12 to 10 on the fourth. So let's go from that sweep to the end, and then we'll do the whole section slowly from the start. Alright, let's go right back to the start of the section. We'll do it relatively slowly, and then again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. All right, let's have a look at the second section. I'm going to start off with sort of a double bend from 12 of the third string. I want to bring it down to 10 and pull off, and then resolve that on 12 of the fourth string. And I'm going to do exactly the same phrase again, but with a pinch harmonic at the start. So back to back. Hopefully that's all making sense. At the end of that phrase, I'm going to do a bend from 13 to the second string and then bring it down to pull off to 10. So thus far from the start. Okay, then after that I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to do a pull off from 13 to 10 and then 12 to 10 on the second string. Then I jump to 13 of the second string and play 10 of the second, and all together we're going to have this. I'm going to do a very similar phrase from the third string to the fourth. I'm going to pull off 13 to 10 and 12 to 10 on the third string, but this time I jump to 12 of the fourth and then back down to that 10th fret of the third string. So it's almost like a pentatonic with a bit of a Dorian vibe and the cheeky outside notes. So this is what we should have. At the end of that, I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to play 13, 12, 10 on the third string as a rolling pull-off. Hammer back to 12 and do a pull-off. We're going to have 5 notes there. At the end of that, I'm going to add in a rolling hammer-on pull-off, which is going to go 12, 13, 12, 10 on the third string, and then jump to 12 for the fourth. So let's just do that last little quick bit, and then we'll put it all together from the start. Okay, let's have a look at the start, go from the start of the section, then we'll finish it off. Okay, the next bit is a little bit stretchy, so get your taco grip ready. I'm doing a pull off from 13 to 10 on the second string, and then playing 13 of the third string. So I'm going to go, 15 to 10 on the second string and 13 of the third. So we're going to go, I'm going to play that exact same phrase 4 times. Now after that, when I do sort of the fifth phrase, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the first pull-off idea twice. So I'm going to play 15, 10 twice, and then just play the 13 of the third and the 10 of the second again as normal. So we're going to have sort of 4 groups of 3 and then a group of 6. One more time, a little bit slower. At the end of that, I'm going to bend 15 up and back on the second string and pull off to 13. At the end of that, I'm going to play 15 twice and then slide to 10. Then I slide from 10 to 13 and then hit 13 again when I get there. So let's have a look at that again a bit slower. And then I slide from 13 to 6 and that pulls off to 5. So we've got, and then I hit 5 again as a regular note. So we've got, after that, I'm going to bend 5 up and down, just a semitone, and then end on the up of that bend. So we've got, hopefully that's all making sense. So let's go from the start of the section relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, so this last riff is just that little chunk at the end of the solo. We're going to work into this phrase. it's a relatively simple idea, played 4 times, and then there's just a big sexy vibrato at the end. So let's take it slowly. I'm going to do a hammer-on pull-off from 10 to 11 on the 2nd string, and then pull off back to the 10. At the end of that, I'm going to play 12, 10, 9 on the 3rd, and then resolve that to 12 of the 4th. And that idea is going to happen 2 times in a row. To finish it off, it's kind of going to get a little bit more pentatonic here. I'm hammering 10, 13, back to 10 as a pull-off on the 2nd string, and then I'm going to play 12, 10 on the 3rd string. Now this bit is harmonized. There is a harmony, a perfect third above that, so you can figure out with that with your buddies whence you were jamming. So we're going to go ending on 10 of the 3rd, and that's the whole loop. We're going to do that 4 times. And then add a vibrato at the end. It's very odd to leave that much space in between me talking. But anyway, that's the general idea. So I'm just going to play the whole thing just 1 time through with the vibrato at the end, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the solo from Killswitch Engage's cover of Holy Dive. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And please check the links in the description to my Facebook group, my Patreon, and my new Udemy modes course. It's pretty bitchin'. Anyway, I'll catch you guys all very soon.